Hey guys, in this video I will show you two games I played against Wendy, and I've put some chess quizzes throughout the crucial moments of the game. So if you're trying to improve your chess, this is the video for you. And you can solve the quizzes and enjoy the video. Alright, before we go into the quiz, I just wanted to show you how I start the game. Nothing really happens. We're just chilling. Yeah, I'm just going for my regular, centralizing my pawns and just attacking, just doing normal stuff. I attack the knight and things get a little weird here. She just gives me the knight for free. Like, what is going on? So I try to emphasize my attack, add more troops to the attack, and yeah, I'm totally winning here, by the way. 3 points of material up, nothing unusual happens. But the first quiz is gonna be something unusual. It's totally weird. Something weird happens. Now, she takes my bishop, I take her rook. What is the best move in this position? I went for knight a3 in this position, but, targeting the pawn. But it's not the best move. You can actually trap the bishop in this position. That's right, if you went for b4, then you're an absolute legend, because that is indeed the best move. And yeah, I missed it, but we move on. Okay, so like I said, some normal things happen here. Normal chess is being played here. I don't know what else to say. We just play normal chess. The most important thing for me is not to blunder. I mean, if I just don't blunder, I win this easily. So things happen and we just play chess. With which piece should you capture the pawn? When you're up material, always try to look for ways to trade pieces. Obviously, I went for the bishop, but my thought process was, let's be solid at the back. I want the king safe. I want everything to be safe. But when you're up material, you can actually go very aggressive and trade your rooks and stuff like that. But obviously, I went the safer route, which wasn't the best move. But we move on. Let's go to quiz number 3. What is the best move in this position? So the best move is queen b8, which is the reason behind it is very simple. You just want to leave space, open up a square for your rook to come in and attack the enemy king. Let's move on to the final quiz of game 1, and I'll see you there. Obviously, we trade pieces here, and we slowly look for ways to win this game. The ideal way is to win as quickly as possible, so we're working on that, and here's quiz number 4. You can force checkmate in 4 in this position. What is the best move? I just captured a free pawn, but in this position, bishop d4 is an amazing move because it is a double attack on the pawn, and soon you will be winning the game. So if you went for bishop d4, you are a really good chess player because it's not that easy to see. You see a free pawn and you just want to take it. That's what I did. Yeah, so bishop d4, remember that. That is just disaster waiting to happen. Good game. Alright guys, before we move on to the next game, I just wanted to check some stats. So let's see. Accuracy 86.1 against Wendy's 74.5. And my rating was 1900 to Wendy's 900. 1900 seems a little bit high for my taste, but I'll take it. Let's move on to the next game. Alrighty, let's hop into game 2. I'm playing with black, and although you don't have to know the opening principles that much at this stage, I'm just playing the moves that I feel like it's right. I kick the knight out, and here's quiz number 5. My opponent makes a great move, retreating the knight, and I make a terrible move, c5. I don't know what I was thinking. Can you find the best move in this position? The best move in this position is taking the pawn on c4. I was really scared of losing the center pawn, but obviously a free pawn is a free pawn. You can't argue with that. So yeah, let's move on to the next quiz. And here you go. I went for c5, like I said, not the best move. Now when b3 was played, I just had one move in mind. But before I reveal my move, I just wanted to give you a quiz. What is the best move in this position? I'll see you in 5 seconds. Now I played bishop b4, and I had a clear vision with this move. I just wanted to pin the knight to the king, but apparently computer doesn't like this move because I'm moving the same piece twice, okay? What actually wants me to do is queen e2, which is moving the queen, supporting the bishop. But you'll soon see why bishop b4 is actually the best move, even though computer doesn't like it. It's just mind-boggling because this move, bishop b4, is actually justified in the next move. Quiz time. What is the best move in this position? I think most of us would probably take the queen. I took the queen, and I bet most of you guys would have taken the queen. But there is a problem with this move. If you just take the queen, you're just letting the knight go. And what I'm talking about is if you take the queen, the knight gets away. You can actually take the knight. I know it sounds crazy because you think the queen will take my queen, right? But that's not the case. The queen is absolutely pinned to the king. It cannot move. It cannot take my queen. So what you do in this position is you actually take the knight. Take the knight first because the queen cannot move at all. So you're gonna get the queen anyway. So the best move here is taking the knight, which is really hard to see. But now you know. Like I said, it's not the best move taking with the bishop, but here we are. Here's the next quiz though. My opponent attacks my queen. There are two ways to capture this pawn. And this is actually quite important with which piece you capture the pawn. So think carefully and solve the quiz. Do you take it with the knight or with the queen? So you might be thinking, what's the difference with taking with the queen or with the knight? It makes no difference. But there's actually a huge difference here. I took it with the queen and look what happens. I am forced to move my queen again. What you want to do here is take it with the knight and watch what happens when the opponent threatens my knight with a pawn. I can actually give a fork and win a knight. So there's a huge difference with which piece you take. It's so important to take if with the lesser valued piece. If you have a chance to take with different pieces, you have to understand there's a better way to capture a piece. So important. And this is why I made this series, to remind myself there are better ways to capture pieces. And if you have options, consider the options. Alright guys, so this is the end of the quiz section of the video. How well did you do? Comment down below, did you get every quiz right? Or were you like me, struggling? Let me know in the comments and tell me how you did. And if you want to keep watching how the game ended, be my guest. Just watch the video and see how I did. So basically what happens here is I'm just playing solid chess, not blundering anything, trying to defend well, trying to defend my king. So there's nothing really significant that happens here. No blunders made, I'm just playing solid chess. Like being aware of where to move and attacking the bishop right here. You know, if my queen is being attacked, I just move away. Yeah, just moving my knight somewhere safe. I was trying to trade rooks, but that didn't work out. And yeah, just basically trying to win the game as efficiently as possible. Now this is where I kind of made a mistake. I got forked by the bishop. But interestingly, the bishop doesn't take my rook for I don't know why, but it just didn't. And it just gave a rook. I mean, gave a bishop for no reason at all. Yeah, I try to promote. Yeah, this is a tricky situation. I give away my queen. My promoted queen just dies in the spot, and I lose my queen. But strangely enough, that's checkmate. Okay, let's go over some stats. Accuracy 80.4, 1 great move, and 0 blunders, which is great. Rating is 1700. I think the most important stat for me is the accuracy stat of 80.4. I want to aim for a higher accuracy, so stay tuned for that. And if I get one more win, I'm going to play a higher rated bot. So I'll see you in the next game.